stays alive. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good two-strike hitting right there.
Batting
Boog. A
second,
bit of a lost
the right
start.
fielder.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Ernie Clement getting ready to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. On the ground to the left.
With BetMGM Casino, you can bring your live dealer with you anywhere.
Fires in time.
Frail-looking of Delonce Spudafrica handed over his resignation letter to the head of the
Didn't recognize
Handled
off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out.
Now to another senator. Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell just released a photo and a
Nothing in 2. Massey.
Talking about how under.
Let's talk about Riley Gaines. Riley Gaines is the swimmer that had to share 5th place. Riley Gaines said this person was her best friend. So once again, the people that say trans men and women are the problem are in league with sexual predators. Let's talk about Riley Gaines. Riley Gaines is the swimmer that had to share 5th place with a trans person and now does speak.
What organization are you with that you guys are monitoring and sticking porta potties on blocks? What organization are you with? Blah, blah, blah.
It's not the enemy.
Alan Trammell up now for the Tigers.
We are literally getting kicked off of the Disney Wish.
Yo, one. That one is absolutely belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
So you support people like little fucking faggots like Carmelo Anthony, who just stab people, and you support him because he's black and he killed a white guy. I just want to let you know that, like, a lot of us need.
This is not a prank.
Dios te bendiga. ¿Cómo estás? En este momento me encuentro aquí en una zona. Hold on. Let's just calm down for a second. Here's the issue at hand. We were coming through a drive-through. We go to DQs all the time. She's naming off things that maybe you might not have heard of, but we have had at other. She said twice. Please look at the menu. And you guys were still naming things off that she was in the back seat trying to communicate to the person driving in the front. We meant no disrespect. We were genuinely like wanting things off the menu, and it just feels very demeaning the way we were spoken to. And so for that, obviously she's upset. Yeah, I understand that, but coming in here acting like that is not going to get anybody anywhere. But again, acting like that towards a customer isn't going to get anybody anywhere either. So I thank you both. Take a breath. I'm taking a breath. I'm asking for it.
What do you mean what they got him doing? This seems.
Go back to class and we're good. If you stand here, we will get your name.
I have a list of names of the sorry racist son of bitches that were marching in D.C. yesterday with masks on and desecrating our capital.
Aloha. I'm Ikaika Anderson, candidate for OHA Trustee at Large. It's time to get back.
Please tell me this is fake.
Stepping in,
Batting
Alan
second,
Trammell.
the shortstop, Alan
Christian.
Trammell.
Lee gets his lead at first with nobody out. Ground ball up the middle. Flips it. There's one. On to...
Do you think it's a little strange that your boyfriend is 22 years
Oh, and it's time for school.
Solo runner at third. 2 men out. Alan Trammell will hit next. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Welcome to my wonderland.
See if you can go upstairs.
Owen!
Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
ESPN's largest sports
That's
show.
foul off to the right side.
How do you kind of view this? Of course, maybe
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good reload.
Hey, Scott, how much money you got?
Line, and that's a base hit. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Tigers.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to
So here's the
The
cleanup.
batter, number 3,
Alan Trammell.
shortstop,
picked up an
Alan
RBI in his last at bat. Still their only
Trammell.
run of the game so far.
I reviewed. I put my hand on you.
And a foul ball.
Federal agents get your phone. They're not immediately reading your messages, scrolling through your photos, or looking at your search history. What they do in the first 60 seconds
Swing and
is
a
more
ground
consequential
ball.
than that.
Fair ball.
Most people believe that if
Lead
their phone
runner
is
around
locked, they are
second.
protected,
And that'll put runners
agents
at the
would just
corners
start
with 2
searching
away.
the content if they could get in. But that is not how a federal phone seizure works. As a former federal prosecutor, I have been in the room. Step 1, when federal agents get your phone, they're not immediately reading your messages, scrolling through your photos, or looking at your search history. What they do in the first 60 seconds is more consequential than that. Most people believe that if their phone is blocked, they are protected, and agents would just start searching the content if they could get in. But that is not how a federal phone seizure works. As a former federal prosecutor, I have been in the room and coordinated with agents on what to do in the first 60 seconds. And they are not looking at your content.
Next to hit, Alan Trammell.
Current screen state to document exactly what it looks like before anyone touches anything. Step 2, they check to see whether the phone is locked and what kind of lock is in place. Step 3, they check the advanced data protection status. If it's turned on, the iCloud route is closed. Step 4, they check iCloud backup status. Has the phone been backed up? How recent? Step 5, they check remote wipe risk. Is Find My enabled? Is the phone still connected? These 5 steps determine whether the extraction needs to go through forensic tools like CellWrite or Breaking, the cloud with an iCloud search warrant, or both.
Lee gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Share this with someone who thinks their passcode is enough and follow for more.
And there's a foul ball.
Did you pull 860? No, they're 864. They came in after us. We were here first. Yeah. Yeah.
Got him swinging.
So our national deficit just hit 40.
And up next for Detroit, Alan Trammell. This one in the air center field. Williams. Now the number 2 hitter, Alan Trammell.
Get more crypto for your cash and set up recurring buys starting at just $1.
Lee
Get
gets
started
his lead
today.
at first. Nobody out.
Summer or New Year's, what's your day at noon?
Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Imagine being a tourist in New
To
York
me,
City. You want to
it's
try
just a
all of
really
the food,
controlled,
that
balanced.
Batting third.
Alan
Up
Trammell
next
down
for the
the plate.
Tigers,
Picked up a
third
base hit
baseman,
to
number
center his
3,
first time up.
Allen
the single most important
Trammell.
strategic advancement ever made on the show. For those that don't know, a
And that
backdoor
one
is when an
lifted in the air.
HOH
Williams
intentionally
on
leaves
his way
their primary
over,
target
and
off
that's
the
the
block
third
initially,
out.
in the hopes that their main target isn't given an option. Well,
Alan Trammell up now for the Tigers. 1 for 2. Here's a high chopper. Over to Goldie. And
For $24,000 because they were spewing their racist, xenophobic, and homophobic thoughts and words all over the internet. Comments offending so many people. And
slowly on the ground to short. Caballero on the run. Throw to first. And they...
talking about these people, but you cannot make this up.
So up next, Alan Trammell.
Agents are trained to check before they execute a warrant for your iCloud data. If you have it turned on,
And first
there's
offering is
nothing they can
fouled
do.
off.
Most people have never heard of it. Most people believe that because your iCloud requires a password, that your data is protected.
Got the bat going too
That's
soon.
not how federal warrants work. As a former federal prosecutor, I have served Apple with legal process and watched them turn over years of iCloud backups. And this setting changes everything. The setting is called Advanced Data Protection.
On behalf of the Walmart Corporation and this Walmart, I'll let you say. Sir, I'll put your hands on your back.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Throw back in quickly. First and second now. Here's the third
Up
baseman,
next for
Alan
Baltimore,
Trammell.
third
1 for 1
baseman,
with a
number
single
3,
so far.
Allen Trammell.
In the air to left center. Bellinger moving under this one. And that
I'm going to say the N-word for them. Looking through my eyes.
snags it on the run. Man at first.
Up next
down
for
the
the number 3, Allen Trammell.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Swing and a ball popped in the air.
Ah!
That is so 2 down. Alan Trammell digs in now. And that one pulled foul.
We have 18 different players to discuss, so let's not waste any more time and jump to it. The first person we're talking about should be familiar to you if you watched my last video going over the top 5 most controversial house guests. Go watch if you haven't already. It's Justin Seavick. His appearance in this video should not come as a surprise, considering he was literally expelled from BB2 for holding a knife to someone's throat. Speaking of which, there were a lot of angry fans speaking out after the incident about why CBS let him onto the show in the first place with his previous arrest. Yes, you heard that right. Even the Big Brother fans of 2001 were able to find more dirt on these house guests than the casting team. Justin had 5 charges against him prior to entering the house, 3 for assault and 2 for theft. All charges were ultimately dropped, but CBS actually spoke out on the issue. A CBS official by the name of Gil Schwartz, no idea who that is, came out and said that they heard from a source other than the court that Justin only had one charge for theft and blamed the court for withholding critical information from them. Of course. In 2002, the year after BB2 aired, Justin was arrested once again and released on a $1,000 bail, this time for assaulting his girlfriend. Police found the woman at 2 a.m. with choke marks on her neck and a fractured ankle, stating that Justin choked her and threw her to the ground. According to Justin, he broke up with her, she started punching him, then went for a shot to his head, fell, and hurt her ankle. He also referred to the incident as a pretty minor mishap. Krista Stiegel, the other participant in the Knifegate scandal, if you will, ironically also had a few issues with legal woes. Coming off of BB2, she sued CBS for the knife incident, claiming they should have screened Justin better, and honestly, she isn't wrong. I'm not sure if she won the lawsuit or not. I did some digging and couldn't find a concrete answer, but I'd imagine she didn't, just because CBS is like a multi-billion-dollar company armed with a ginormous legal team. Following the lawsuit in 2010, Krista also was seeking to file a restraining order against someone named Boo from Survivor. I have no idea who that is. I don't watch that show, but its name being Boo actually makes me mad. Krista said they were friends, but got into an argument in a bar in LA that he owned, and that he grabbed her and pushed her against a bathroom wall. Krista was also arrested in 2015. She filed a false police report saying that her husband's or ex's or something's house was unfit for their children to live in. The police searched his house, saw it was fine, and issued a warrant for her arrest. They later saw her in a neighboring town and arrested her. I guess at one point she also tried to get back into the person's house, so they cited her for unlawful entry too. No idea if she was released or did jail time. I tried to find more info about what happened, but couldn't. So sorry. There's actually a third house guest from BB2 who's far too familiar with crime. It's Mike Mallon, otherwise known as Boogie. It's actually crazy too, because Justin and Krista sort of had a showmance, but once Justin got expelled, Krista and Mike formed a relationship, and all three of them have been arrested. It's almost like a criminal STD or STI that turns you into a weirdo. Justin first contracted it, because of course he did, who then gave it to Krista, who then passed it along to Mike. It's kind of like that movie It Follows, if any of you have seen that. Anyway, back to Boogie. He's a strange character, both on the 3 seasons of Big Brother that he's played, as well as in real life. He's had many run-ins with the law over the years, including being sued for embezzlement and paying nearly $1 million, a DUI charge, possession of a drug without a prescription, and driving with an open alcohol container. Oh joy. Boogie had a huge arrest scandal back in 2019 involving his former co-star and best friend, Will Kirby. CBS asked Will and Mike to compete on The Amazing Race. Will declined despite Mike wanting to do it, so Mike did what any rational person would do and harassed and stalked Will. I'm kidding, obviously. Boogie went as far as to take videos threatening Will's children, holding a gun up to a picture of them. Thankfully, Will got a restraining order against him, and Boogie was prosecuted accordingly. He was sentenced to 2 years of probation, 3 days in jail, $70 in fees, a 30-day treatment program thing, a $300 fee to the court, and was banned from buying and possessing firearms going forward, and was ordered to relinquish any that he currently owned. Personally, I think he should have been charged a lot more, but the most important thing is Will and his family's safety, so hopefully that freak Boogie stays far, far away.
There's an app called Ego.
Batting second, the shortstop, Alan Trammell.
Message you first. You never know when you'll meet someone you like, and you don't want to.
Lee aboard here at
Moving on from that mess, we have Tanya Peony, now known as Tanya Casper from Big Brother 3. She wasn't that prominent on the show.
Yeah.
She was one of the OG MILF archetypes, so she had that going for her at least. She kind of just showed up, screamed at Amy and Marcellus, and then got evicted. Tanya was involved in a huge mess post-season though. In 2009, she was arrested and charged with reckless homicide and a DUI crash, being held on a $1 million bond. Let me make one thing very clear. The Tanya story is convoluted and twisted in the Big Brother community. A lot of people think she was driving drunk, which caused an accident that resulted in the death of 2 people. That is not at all what happened. Since being released, she commented on the matter herself and clarified everything. She was driving on the highway and rear-ended a car going 20-some miles an hour at night with their lights off. 5 cars ended up being involved in the accident, with 2 people dying. However, Tanya was completely sober. The person she initially rear-ended was the one that was actually driving under the influence. Tanya was later released as she was wrongfully charged. She was never driving drunk. She was involved in a tragic accident. We as a community need to clear her name because she was not at fault, was wrongfully charged, and then had fabrications made up about her online. There must have been a twist on BB5 that I missed, where whoever made Final 2 gets arrested because both Cowboy Ellis and Drew Daniel have had their term with the law. Also, I hate referring to someone as Cowboy. His real name is Michael, which is also my name, but I hate him and don't want to share a name with him, so I'm going to call him Cowboy. While running for Durant City Council in 2019, Cowboy was arrested for child abuse. Him and his teenage son got into an argument, he kicked his son out, who then kicked the door open, then Cowboy threw him to the ground, chipping 3 teeth in the process. He claimed it was self-defense and that the son struck him, but police said they found no physical evidence of that on his body. There's been a lot of rumors about Drew. Some people say he was arrested for abusing his boyfriend. Some say he attacked his twin. I'm not too sure about either of those. I found a report from 2012 where he was arrested for domestic violence because a male reported that Drew physically assaulted him. Then when cops questioned Drew, he charged at them, getting tased in the process. I couldn't find any concrete information specifying if it was a boyfriend or his twin, but he definitely was arrested for domestic violence. Adam Jasinski and Matt McDonald played the game together during Big Brother 9, with Adam even going all the way to the end and winning the whole thing. The two then formed a new special alliance together post-season, and no, not an impromptu BB alliance, but an attempted drug ring, and I'm not kidding. Adam already had a previous charge against him for possession of 10 pounds of marijuana, and Matt had 2 for beating his girlfriend and then trying to intimidate her into dropping the charges. After winning BB9, Adam used the prize money that he didn't pay taxes on and got charged for as well to fund a drug ring that he recruited Matt in. Through the ring, they distributed around 14,000 oxycodone pills. After being sniffed out by the cops in 2009 and 2010 respectively, Adam did 4 years in federal prison while Matt did 3. While I was doing the research for this video, I also found a website that Matt or Matt's family made where he posted online blog style
Up the middle to base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single. So a runner aboard. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Journals while in prison and a vlog of him leaving prison. So if you want, go check it out on MattyMcDonald.com. Actually, don't. Wait until you finish my video, then go check it out. I do want to note here that both men have seemingly turned their lives around since the incident. Matt seems to be healthy with the family, and Adam does public speaking, advocating for mental health and substance abuse through his personal experiences and book My Kids on Drugs, Now What? Our next entry comes from a TMZ article titled When Porn Stars Brawl, so you know it's going to be a good one. Stephen Daigle was a house guest on Big Brother 10, well, barely. He was evicted so early I think most people have forgotten about him. After the show, he became a pretty successful adult film star. No, I'm not using B-roll footage as proof, you weirdos. In 2010, Stephen and his partner, in quotes, locked horns in West Hollywood, whatever that means, which resulted in his arrest. The partner was taken to the hospital, and Steve was taken to jail for misdemeanor battery, being held at a $20,000 bail. I couldn't find much follow-up to the story. I mean, Steve looks pretty beat up in his mugshot, but from what I read, it was a result of self-defense from his partner. Speaking of which, the partner did get a restraining order, which is probably for the best. Before her unfortunate appearance on Big Brother All-Stars 2, and after her unfortunate appearance on Big Brother 19, Christmas Abbott received a misdemeanor charge for criminal mischief in 2018. She was sentenced to 12 months probation and 25 hours of community service. Why, you may ask? Don't worry, I'll tell you, that's why I'm here. To set the stage for you, Christmas was 8 months pregnant and found out that her boyfriend or husband or fiance or ex or something with a relation to her who was also the father of her kid was cheating on her with a woman. Christmas somehow knew this woman was at a gym and drove there to confront her. She went into the gym and asked her if she was involved with her baby daddy, and the woman asked her to leave. Chris responded in a very calm, sane manner by throwing the woman's iced coffee across the room and calling her an, in quotes, pathetic, home-wrecking slut. Chrissy then went outside, got in her SUV, and repeated to ram into the woman's parked car. Just a reminder, she was 8 months pregnant at the time. When cops got there, the two-time Big Brother loser freaked out on them too, who had to warn her that if she continued, they would put her in handcuffs. My favorite part about the story is that Christmas gave birth and named the child Loyal Atticus. Not to talk shit on a child, but that name is outrageous. Like, why are you naming your kid Loyal as if you didn't just catch a misdemeanor charge because you were mad the father of said kid cheated on you? Also, Atticus? This isn't To Kill a Mockingbird, like, please get serious. Reddit. Download now.
I was ready to quit real estate until I found this. From day one with Real Geeks, I have new quality leads coming in every single morning. By month one, I was on the phone every day, but this time with leads who were actually looking to buy. By month two, I had deals in the pipeline, and I was finally starting to see things move forward. After years of hustling, Real Geeks scaled my business in just a few months. It finally gave me a process I could rely on. No more scrambling, just steady deals and high converting leads. Real Geeks is the #1 tool I use.
Yes. Sorry, but I hate her so much. Actually, I'm not sorry. She's the worst. Easily one of my least favorite house guests ever. These last 8 house guest stories are either boring, don't have enough information, or aren't that involved, so I present to you Rapid Fire Big Brother House Guest Arrest Records Mode. Janelle Pierzina from BB 6, 7, 14, and 22 was arrested once in 2000 for driving drunk, and then again in 2001 for stealing from a Macy's. Both times, warrants were issued for her arrest after the incidents because she continually failed to show up to court. She's now been ordered to stay 100 yards away from Macy's. Willie Hantz was arrested just days after being expelled from BB14 in 2012 for drunk driving. Another BB14 alum, Will Hauser, was arrested in 2016 also for drunk driving and driving with an times warrants were issued for her arrest after the incidents because she continually failed to show up to court. She's now been ordered to stay 100 yards away from Macy's. Willie Hance was arrested just days after being expelled from BB14 in 2012 for drunk driving. Another BB14 alum, Will Hauser, was arrested in 2016 also for drunk driving and driving with an opened container of alcohol. James Hewling from Big Brother 17 and 18 was arrested for contempt of family court. Not sure the details surrounding this one. I found his mugshot in a couple of articles mentioning the arrest, but no other information. If anyone remembers Jay Segoli, the first boot flop of BB17, he was arrested in 2012 for disorderly conduct. Another BB17 house guest, Audrey Middleton, was arrested in the past for possession of marijuana. Faisal Shafat from BB20 was arrested in 2013 for public intoxication and indecent exposure because cops found him asleep, naked in a car. And finally, Jack Matthews from Big Brother 21 was arrested for... I'm not really sure. Again, I found his mugshot online, but couldn't find any concrete data other than the BB Street saying that they think it was for assault and a DUI. That's all I have for you guys today. Let me know down in the comments anyone I missed. I'm sure there's some. If there's enough people I didn't mention, maybe I'll even make a part 2 at some point. Also, I'll have the articles I used to make this video linked in the description if you want to read about any instances we talked.
Yellow has to be in this column.
No. Welcome to my wonderland.
Schlittler gets us underway with a fastball that connects for a strike.
Four-seam fastball, high inside.
First batter of the game goes down with a strikeout.
Fastball.
Digging in for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle. You don't want to see this guy on base. He'll just keep you busy.
Four-seam fastball.
And the pitch.
Low outside.
Doyle hits it foul.
Low outside.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Cutter.
Here's a gold card at the plate, Hunter Goodman. Now that's unfair.
Curveball. Low outside.
That'll be foul.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swings and lifts one to right. Going back. Hauls it in. Third out, and that ends the frame. Number 45 leads us off. Starts with a strike. Rises, but it pops loose. On the run.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the video, I would really appreciate it if you dropped a like on this video and made sure you were subscribed to my channel with post notifications turned on. It helps me out a ton, and by the time you're watching this, I will already be working on my next video, so if you're subscribed, you won't miss it. Now let's talk about today's video. Despite what the cheesy, PG-edited shit in modern Big Brother would have you believe, the show is and always has been pretty scandalous. There have been many wild, sleazy, and controversial moments throughout the decades of Big Brother. The show is and always has been pretty scandalous. There have been many wild, sleazy and controversial moments throughout the decades of Big Brother US that have aired, so today we're going to be going over some of them. More specifically, we're going to be revisiting 5 of the most infamous, controversial house guests that have appeared on the show. A couple of very important things to note before we start. A lot of these seasons have many controversial castmates on them, so I limited the pool to only one person per given season. This list is also considering a person's behavior during the season, so if there's a house guest who did stuff post-season, such as attempting to start a drug ring or threatening other house guests' families, for example, they will not be included in this list. That's a different video for a different time. And lastly, please, please, please do not send any hate to the people mentioned in this video in my name. I promise you they all have gotten and continue to get hate regularly, and to be honest, they aren't worth the energy. With all that out of the way, let me shut up, because as Julie Chen once said,
We have a lot to talk about.
the first house guest on this list comes from Big Brother 2. He was ironically the first one evicted from the game, or should I say removed, due to his controversial behavior. It's Justin Seabig. Volatile, aggressive, and unpredictable, it's no shock that
Greetings, welcome to the Sports Center. Nice to see you. You enjoy your new destination. It'll be great. But first, get a good look. We'll see you later.
Count it.
Cutter. Low inside.
In the air, headed to center. Marsh camps under it.
Y'all are
Brings
seeing
it in.
Christian
And 2 away.
This is a brand for
Ezekiel Tovar facing the starter for the first time. Let's see what kind of feel he has early on.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just leaked by accident? Just the other day, a well-known COD leaker was exploring some older games. And what he found was absolutely insane. This is Call of Duty Cold Warriors. Now, as you can see here, there's some early images of the main menu, the UI, and even the multiplayer scoreboard. Now, a lot of you are probably asking, when was this going to be released? Well, it actually was just under a new name. And you probably know the name of it. It was Black Ops 1. Now, how did he get all these files? It was from the Nintendo DS version of BO1. Follow for more gaming news.
But I remember Brand New Days made me realize that a lot of you don't know what the phrase morally gray means. If you boycott at Scream 7, it's very important that you...
Hey everybody. So why is Disney changing the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween costume? Who is this supposed to benefit, right? Coming from somebody who went through a major costume change as a PhotoPass photographer,
Ground ball hit to Ramirez.
has worn the Halloween
That ends
costume
the
and
inning.
has worn a lot of
Top
Disney
half.
costumes or wore them when I was a cast member. It
Vladimir
is
Guerrero
really
Jr.
classic.
ready to roll.
First baseman. Vladimir could be very hard. They wear a thick skirt, a button-down shirt, and an apron on top of it. And during the shifts that I worked, putting on wristbands in August, they were definitely cheap plastic. And
Catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Kirk jumps out of the way of ball 1.
Descenders, you know what time it is. We are at Spirit Halloween looking for the new Descendants 5 stuff, and they have some of it here. It's the only one that just opened in our city.
Swings, hits a ground ball
So we
up the
got
middle.
Pink's
On the run, sends it over to first. 2 away. Here's the gifted one, Corbin Carroll. He can solve a Rubik's Cube in less than 45 seconds. Does it as a focus exercise.
Stamp is going to be the next Spider-Man.
Early bird special.
It's going to be at least in Secret Wars. It may be a new role. There's a lot of reasons for this. I saw this on launch.
Off speed, out of the zone. Tough pitch to hit.
Does anyone else remember way back in 2017? You might want to sit down because this one is. Does anyone else remember way back in 2017 when Disney announced
Stays in the fight.
huge indoor theater on Main Street, USA?
That's a cutter for a ball.
No, God, please, no! No, God! No, God, please, no! No, God! No!
Will he CC ahead?
Magic Kingdom and then...
Puts it on the ground up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Inning over. We've played. Good to have you with us. We're in sunny Houston with more Diamond Dynasty action. Kyle Karras gets us going this inning. The 0-1 now.
You're missing your two front teeth.
So I just got done.
Starts fastball, fastball.
High outside.
He goes down looking. In the box now, it's Willie Castro.
Yes, wow. I dug in and did some research on why exactly
Fouls off the
Disney is taking
100-mile-per-hour pitch.
loans from this to this, and I'm genuinely shocked.
Energy drink stuff.
Started,
High inside.
According to my research. So, Catherine's actually
Rolls one to Vladito. Takes it himself and records the second out of the inning.
Up
Jake
next for
McCarthy
Colorado,
digs in for the
right
Rockies.
fielder Jake McCarthy.
Went with the curve.
Sinker.
His preferred pitch to open an at-bat. On the ground to Vladdy Jr. Takes it himself to the bag, and that's out number 3.
What the fuck?
Produces a shutout. Back here in Houston, Kyle Schwarber at the plate, leading things off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Swings and hits it hard. Good for a base hit, and they have a runner on now. Number 8 is now at the plate. Takes the lead at first.
Do you want
Nobody out.
someone to chat with you anytime? Join Vigo Live. This is a global live streaming platform.
3, and they
Many women
turn
show
the
off
double
their
play.
talents and eager to chat.
Now
Number
batting,
45
the
steps in.
shortstop,
0 for
number
1
Who's this guy?
before hitting
45.
Gay. Gay.
He's got it, and that's out number 3. We played 3. Back here in a scoreless matchup.
Lobby that I just got in, and I'm Master Prestige now.
In case you haven't heard,
He's
there
gonna
are
turn this
multiple
into a track meet.
YouTubers
Here
and
comes the
streamers
0-1.
and basically general players of Black Ops multiplayer that are all
High outside.
or specifically when they're playing the most popular modes like Nukejack,
Low
Free For All,
outside.
and whatnot. And all that happens is
You're in the strikeout business, and business is good. So the next victim arrives at the plate. Hunter Goodman, 0 for 1 on the
gives them an
day.
air
Starts the at-bat with a
ball
ball.
Inside.
each 16 and essentially locks their account from
Gravity
Ah.
wins again.
Low inside.
their weapons, they can't customize their perks.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Low outside.
Gay.
Great pitching. You own that at-bat.
Sinker.
In now for Colorado, Mickey Moniak.
What do I do?
Lightning in a box.
Sinker.
0-2 is the count.
Sinker.
There is
Low
no
outside.
Prestige 16 in Black Ops 2. It caps out at Prestige
Got it.
10.
And
And
he
so the
strikes.
only way to actually fix this is
Welcome
to reset
back.
your account.
Still looking for our first run of the game.
Galaxy, the
Lou
creators
Boudreau
of the
hits
Black
leadoff
Ops
this
2
frame.
board
He's
have
0 for 1
updated
so
the
far
game
today.
with Black Ops 2, giving it a 5
Lifted
gigabyte
in the air to
patch, and
center.
now they're actually releasing another
Nice
patch
grab
that
on
is
the
going
run.
to be adjusting sniper tuning as well
Jose
as certain
Ramirez comes to the
situations
plate.
where friends in a party can be placed on an enemy team. But so far, we have a massive amount of radio silence as far as this
Gets wood on.
isn't sharp situation goes. But with the whole Black Ops 2 patch, they did address a lot of different issues like mid-match lobby backfilling, input delays for 120 hertz, prioritizing hosting for PS5 for zombie matches, but nothing with this C isn't sharp whole deal. And it's just crazy because people have been so upset with this person that they've actually fully doxed him and figured out who this is, and just basically by the calling isn't sharp whole deal. And it's just crazy because people have been so upset with this person that they've actually fully doxed him and figured out who this is, and just
Shit.
Guerrero Jr. is next to the plate. A
where
chance
it
to
is
get us
this
off the
photo.
starting
They're
blocks.
even
And
comparing
here's
this
the
guy
runner.
to Lester.
There goes the runner.
Hey, come on now. Now, there have been reports as well that his personal social media has been independently verified, and it's just really funny, honestly, going on Twitter and seeing all of the different clips.
How much do you weigh?
Tovar fields it cleanly.
Oh, that wait.
Oh, there it is.
TJ Rumfield, the first to hit this inning. 0 for 1, looking to change that here.
And see who isn't sharp highlighted in a different color, leave immediately. But if you look at these clips, they leave immediately and still get hit with it. So if you have been affected by this, there's probably no hope of you being able to avoid this.
Wait, Landon. Your food now.
Reset stats for 5 sub. I really like this tweet by Baby here saying, C isn't sharp as bricking everyone's Black Ops 2 accounts literally just for clout. Nobody likes him. He's making zero money. In fact, likely losing money because of how much time he puts into this useless stuff rather than getting a job. But just to chase the hype being talked about by everyone, this is the sad world that we live in. But what is interesting is there has been a Twitter user saying that we should stop witch hunting C isn't sharp because we are doxing a ghost. And it is interesting because he goes on to say that this is not a single person. It's a default name from a leaked script being run by kids using dev kits or land bridges, which is very interesting. He actually leaves a full digital image breakdown. And so what is interesting is just an hour ago, I saw that Activision has actually sent C isn't sharp a cease and desist, and he is complying, which shows you that he is very much alive and all of his information was correct, that we found his YouTube channel. His YouTube channel has also now been banned. So I do believe that the main culprit for this entire hacking incident has been resolved, but I also do believe that it's probably not going to end. Now that C isn't sharp has kind of popularized this whole hacking method, it's only a matter of time before multiple people go on and continue doing it. And so yes, this has been seen a lot, especially during the Black Ops 3 days. A lot of the most notorious hackers for Black Ops 3 PC also got set a period of cease and desist by Activision themselves just because of them destroying one of the most popular Call of Duties of all time. So I'm really not surprised to see this on the Black Ops 2 board. But also, like I said, just be very careful because from the modes that he usually tackles on, it's usually search and destroy, free-for-all, or TDM, and nuke jack. So make sure if you are going to be playing the game mode of Black Ops 2 on the board, either play on a different version of the game, or if you want to continue playing the port, just avoid those game modes for now. But again, there is legal action that has been taken forward here, and honestly, the clips on Twitter are just the funniest part of all of this. I think that's just really what makes it so funny at the end of the day, how people are so close to trying to avoid him, and then
Bet at GM Casino. Make it legendary.
Misses with the first pitch.
And I was disappointed with Janine.
This is an easy
Really
one for
disappointed with Janine.
That's the third out. Inning over.
She folded like an umbrella.
Jake McCarthy gets a throw in his frame.
Okay, hold on, wait.
And fouls it.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
I watched a video of a young lady pretty upset. That ESPN doesn't have the stats for the new women's baseball league.
Strikeout number 8 here in the 6th. Still going strong.
Up
The C isn't sharp situation just got even worse. Everybody.
Hunter Goodman struck out.
Low inside.
The pitch to Goodman. Fouls off 101.
High inside.
Goodman waits.
So apparently C isn't sharp. Freaking strangers on Black Ops 2 because my own life's bricked. No bitches. But I'm gonna spend 10 years a video game. So Black Ops 2 was recently re-released.
The Black Ops 2 hacker Sharp looks the exact way that I imagine it in my mind. If you don't know what behind all the hacking going on the Black Ops 2
Why are we feeling it now? Why are we feeling it now, chat?
To his knee, the
Gonna need some of that.
This guy's been going around terrorizing. Being reset is definitely something that's scary.
So the Black Ops 2 Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for the last few days has.
Hey, what's up, bro? I just bought Black.
By the way,
You know what I see? I see a ton of shit outside that goes boom. What do you suppose we should do about that?
Well, we should blow it the fuck up.
We should blow it the fuck up. We should blow it the fuck up. We should blow it the fuck up. We should blow it the fuck up. We should blow it the fuck up. We should blow it.
Towers one deep. I don't think this one is catchable. Gone.
Bolly down here.
Ball in that spot. I could watch this on a loop forever.
Can the Cameron just had his account break debut to hacker in this position?
Bro, who is this guy? You. I just get. Hi there, enjoy. Well.
We are 100% going back to 2016. C isn't sharp, just got fucking docs on X. If you didn't play BO1 or here's an update on
C is sharp.
Pitch kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. The throw beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Jose Ramirez.
Makes the grab.
Baby.
Good to have you with us here at Dyken Park. Cam Schlittler back on the mound in the 7th.
Now pitching, Dylan Lee.
Moniak in the box now and takes strike 1.
I can't take her anywhere. Oh my god, look at you!
Goes back to the slider.
That is Mario Lopez using AI to make a very creepy video of his niece. Now here's the thing. He would post that, see the backlash, delete it, and then just keep posting through it. He has not addressed it. I sincerely doubt he will address it. At the time of its deletion, this video had about 3 million views. He would then do a, hey, you excited?
Ezekiel Tovar digs in now for Colorado. Good slider.
The baseball game? Oh, go Dodgers, go. That sort of shit. Hey, man, what else do you expect when he hangs out with Schmandrew Schmate at UFC matches? We have also seen a lot about this guy. What he is up to, the interviews that he gives when he is comfortable, let's say, around Schmanda Schmellens, and really just dodging other questions about who he supports and what he supports. I mean, I actually thought this person put it best. Mario Lopez is a grade A weirdo. And he has been for quite some time, but everybody just overlooks it because he smiles at them. I mean, overall, this is like the message that we're seeing. Really, this video shows me a lot. Because what it proves is, number one, he could care less about...
And here are the 3 things. Here are the 3 things not to do if you don't want to get pulled over by U.S. Border Patrol. Border Patrol inspected over 55,000 phones in 2025. And
hits like that are just second nature for you out there.
The phone is back on. Let me turn this on real quick. See what happens. Let's see what it's on.
Right wing media. The pitch. Runner on the go from first.
The phone is back on. Let me turn this on real quick. See what happens. Let's see what it's on airplane mode. First of all.
Runner goes again.
Let's see what apps they turned on this bitch.
And he easily steals
Instagram. Texts.
That's a base hit as a run scores. Looks like they'll be stretching this one.
After a set,
The second pulls him off the bag.
Now pitching
And
for
a run
Colorado.
scores on the
Number
play.
49,
Alejandro
Antonio
comes to the plate
Sensatella.
following the RBI double.
And I'm super.
Right-wing media called me a hawk girl for Zoran when I was 18 years old because I
And
was
there's one
canvassing
down.
for Zoran Mamdani, and the whole saga ended up on Stephen Colbert.
Speed,
Some of you may
contact,
know me
power.
from this
He's
whole
got all
saga
three.
that happened because I said Pete Hegseth's wife's dress was from Temu.
Going for the
But
sack
don't worry,
bunt.
this is a
And
different
gets fouled.
story entirely. I was beefing with right-wing media far before that. So it's election week in New York City, and I was canvassing for Mayor
Trying to move it
Mamdani.
over here.
And during one of my canvassing
Wentz
shifts, I
first on the
noticed
run.
that
Carroll,
Sean, the
retired.
editor,
Kyle
is in
Schwarber comes
in
to
the
the plate
canvassing
with a
room.
rating you don't want to mess with.
So naturally,
99.
I go up
Vladimir
to him and I'm
Guerrero
like, oh my
Jr.
god,
in
can I have a
scoring
selfie?
position.
And I
Puts a
post
bunt
on
down.
Twitter. And
Sends
on
it to
Twitter,
first.
I caption
He's in
it,
there, and that
I'm
makes
canvassing
it 3 hits in this
for
inning
Zoran
for this
Mamdani,
offense.
and
Now
the
a chance
actor from
for
Young
number
Sheldon
8.
is in my canvassing group.
Trying
And
for a
Twitter got really
squeeze.
mad at me.
Throw to first.
It was like
In,
trending on
and
Twitter
that's
because people were like, oh my god,
Now
you didn't know
pitching,
him from
Welcome
Brian
back to
Princess
2-1
Bride or
lead.
My Dear
Kyle
Andre or
Carroll leads
Clueless
off
or
the top of
Gossip
the
Girl,
8th.
and
That's foul.
it kind of became like this generational war thing. But the day after, the New York Post wrote a whole article about it, and the headline was "Hot Girl for Zoran."
On the ground to first.
Blah blah blah, whatever, I forgot.
And he takes it
Which was
himself for
crazy.
the out.
And it
Willie
got on.
Castro digs in for
Keep
the
the
Rockies.
kids away from this video. If you are
Fastball doesn't touch the zone.
You're not supposed to know this, but
She
she is wanted by the IRGC for spreading Christianity. What was
Doubles down
right
on the
here?
heel.
This is what white privilege is called. White privilege, right here.
Up and in, and he gets out of the way.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Misses high. That's a walk. Jake
Circle
McCarthy
change.
at the dish
Runner.
with a runner on
Inside.
first. Runner go. And it's a late start. Save. They steal a
Circle
base in a
change.
huge
Low
spot.
outside.
That is big.
Circle
Might want to offer him a
change.
map.
Low outside.
Strike 3 for a big second out.
Slider.
Offense still
Low
threatening.
middle.
Digging in for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle.
Four-seam
It's been
fastball.
rough so far.
Low
0 for
inside.
3, 3 strikeouts.
Got their 2025-26 Central Yearbooks a couple of days ago. The theme of the yearbook was based on Cartoon Network, which is known
Runner
for
at second
colorful
with two
animations.
The
However,
count
when the
is
two got
0-2.
the books, they noted
Low outside.
Got him.
This is a rainbow. It has absolutely nothing to do with LGBTQ nonsense. What it means
It's the promise of God never to flood the earth again. The promise of God's faithfulness to his people.
Drops a bunt down
This
the
is our
first base
children's
side,
nursery.
and that's a foul ball.
My nan got brutally murdered a few weeks ago, so I took me and the boys to the cinema.
Misses with the bunt
Spiders
attempt.
have 3 life cycles. When bitten.
here are the top 3.
Did they
He's my best
have,
combo.
did they have brains or knowledge?
Tried to bunt but missed, and that's a
He's my best
strikeout.
combo for the
So
Punisher.
now
and
here's the
Corday.
DH, Lou Boudreau.
Which actor seems like a cool guy until he...
Rumfield collects it, takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Puts a bunt down. Easy out, and that ends the inning.
Now pitching,
The Democrats dip into their bullpen and hand the ball to Keith
Keith
Fulton.
for Colorado.
He'll try to lock
Catcher,
down the
Hunter
game and
Goodman.
pick up the save. Kirk settles under it, hauls it in for the out. Mickey Moniak
Up next
comes
for
to the plate here in
Colorado,
the ninth.
right
Four-seam
fielder
fastball.
Mickey
Low
Moniak.
outside.
Swung on and lifted to left. Schwarber, legs churning, and that will drop foul.
Circle change. Low outside.
Here comes a pitch. Connects and hammers one to center. Marsh makes his way to it. Squeezes it, and there's 2 down. Down to the last
Four-seam
out at
fastball.
Dyken Park.
High middle.
Rumfield at the
Circle
plate as he
change.
swings through strike
Low
1.
middle.
Goes back to the four-seamer.
Circle change.
One
Low
strike
outside.
away from a win against the computer. Strike 3, and that's the ball game. The Democrats take this 9-inning affair. Another day, another dub. That brings us to the end of our coverage. This is the part of the game where I say goodbye, but I don't know